Good morning, and welcome to all of you attending the ARPA-E Energy Innovation Summit. The auto industry waited 30 years for someone to invent a natural gas tank that would fit on passenger cars and trucks in a way that would make them available to more consumers and safer. ARPA-E funded a project that helped the Oak Ridge National Laboratory scientists and United Technologies Research Center engineers figure this out in just 3 years, and they did it using 3D printing. This is another example of how 3D printing has the ability to transform the manufacturing sector. I believe in the same way that the development of unconventional natural gas has transformed the energy sector. This is an incredible success story in itself, and yet ARPA-E has so many other stories to tell. Last September, I toured Oak Ridge National Laboratory's manufacturing demonstration facility. It has a collection of 3D printers that companies from all over the United States come to Oak Ridge and use to develop advanced manufacturing techniques. Those companies then return home to make better products quicker and cheaper. The very next month, I toured Smith & Nephew, a Memphis-based company that 3D prints medical devices, such as those used in hip and knee replacement surgeries. The devices help reduce pain, they speed recovery, they improve the lives of patients. The FDA has even approved a 3D printed drug to help people with epilepsy. We're 3D printing everything from robotic arms to airplane parts, from whole cars to buildings. This technology is already starting to transform the automotive and aviation industry and has the potential to do much more. A lot of people have suggested that we need to double energy research, a goal I've long supported. As researchers have repeatedly told me, it's hard to think of a major technological advance since World War II that has not involved at least some government-sponsored research. In fact, government-sponsored research played a large role, along with our free enterprise system, in creating a natural gas boom that will continue to shape America's energy policy for decades. The federal government today spends about $5 billion on energy research. One way to responsibly and conservatively pay for doubling energy research is to stop spending money on subsidies for mature technologies and spend that money instead on research. For example, we could start by eliminating the wind production tax credit in 2016, putting the $4 billion saved over 10 years toward doubling energy research. Last month, I also voted to phase out subsidies for oil and gas. Similar legislative proposals to repeal oil and gas subsidies could save over $24 billion over 10 years that could be spent on research and development. We're heading in the right direction. We have increased investment in both basic energy research and high potential, high-impact energy technologies at ARPA-E, which Congress created as part of the America Competes Act I helped to write in 2007 and helped to pass with overwhelming bipartisan support. The creation of ARPA-E has turned out to be one of the law's greatest successes. Since 2009, Congress has provided about $1 billion for ARPA-E, and in that time, ARPA-E projects have attracted another $1 billion in private sector funding. This year, I introduced legislation that would continue to support ARPA-E and put the U.S. on a path to double basic energy research. The legislation authorizes a 4% increase in funding each year for ARPA-E, consistent with the recommendations of the Restoring the Foundation report by the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. ARPA-E has helped give us the technology to make us more competitive on the world stage, while reducing our dependence on foreign energy, improving our energy efficiency, and strengthening the United States' role in advanced energy technologies. We must be careful not to lose the technological advantage we've gained through government-sponsored research and development. And as an original author of ARPA-E, I look forward to working with my colleagues, both Democrats and Republicans in Congress, to ensure research and development have the support they need to maintain our competitiveness.